Hello everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate WhatsApp messages on Ninja Form submission. So I am an owner of an event management company and I create the form for the registrations for different events using Ninja Forms. Ninja Form is an amazing and a very popular WordPress form builder plugin that helps us to create and manage amazing forms. Over here, using the easy drag and drop feature, you can create multiple and amazing forms for your business as well. I have created a form using Ninja Form and I want that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by any of the registrants using the form, I want to first send that person a WhatsApp message confirming the booking for the event. And then as the notification has been forwarded towards my customer, I want to receive a notification myself on my WhatsApp with the registrant's details. Now doing this manually is a very time consuming and a hectic process. So to solve the problem, I've built a connection between Ninja Forms and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. So now if you want to see how this amazing automation will work in real time and you want to see how you can create this automation for yourself in your business as well, I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing automation will work in real time. Okay, so first of all, over here, this is the form link. I'm going to open the form over here in the new tab. So this is the registration form that I've created using Ninja Forms. So now let us do the registration. It is asking for the first name. So for the first name, I'm going to write it as new. For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as account. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as new33@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right here. It is asking for my company name. For the company name over here, I'm going to write it as XYZ company. Number of people attending, I'm going to select over here as 2 and click on the register button. As soon as I'm going to do that, the registration is going to be completely done. As now this registration is done, I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check whether I have sent a message towards my customer as well as received a notification on my WhatsApp or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp from here. And you can see on my WhatsApp, I have received the messages successfully. This message is new event registration received. Over here, this message is going to be forwarded as a notification towards the business owner. That is going to be me. Over here, the event name is there. The date is there. You can see the name is new account. Email is new33@pabblytudes.com. This was the phone number. Company name was XYZ company and number of people attending is 2. Okay, this will be the message that is going to receive to us as a notification. Now this is the message that is going to be forwarded towards our registrant as a notification. Hello, new account. This was the name of the person. Thank you for registering. This is the name of the event with the date. You can see venue and time as well. Okay, so this is the message that is going to be forwarded towards my customer as soon as a form submission is going to be done through Ninja Forms. Okay, now this is how this amazing automation will work in real time. And now let us build this amazing connection between Ninja Forms and WhatsApp without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect. On a new tab, browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect, and then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. Before we create this amazing automation, I want to tell you about Pabbly Community. Pabbly Community is a space where you can find real-time updates about Pabbly. Over here in this space, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow users. Over here, you can share your feedback, ask questions, and also get amazing automation ideas and tips. So go ahead and join our Pabbly community today. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description box below. Okay, now let us create this amazing automation. After coming to the landing page, you will find 2 options in front of you, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're already an existing user, that means you already have a valid Pabbly account. You can sign in directly from here. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free from here and get 100 free tasks every month. Okay, I'm already a user, so I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. Then you will find the All Pabbly Apps section in front of you where you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. As I want to use Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here, and then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now to build a new connection, that means a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner where you will find two options to build the workflow. One over here is the new beta method, other one is the old classic method. I am going to send the WhatsApp messages using the new beta method from here. So I'm going to select this option, okay? New beta method is more modern, faster and flexible, whereas the old classic method is more stable and it's a familiar approach, okay? Over here, firstly, we have to rename our workflow. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Automate WhatsApp Messages on Ninja Forms Submission. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders. If you want to separate the categories of your different workflows into different folders, you can create multiple folders in your Pabbly Connect account. For that, simply you need to add the folder from this plus button. I have created a folder in the name of workflow, so I'm going to create the workflow inside this folder right over here. And a workflow has been created, and firstly, it is asking for us to set up and add our trigger. In an automation process, there are two major steps. One is the trigger step, other one is the action step, okay? Trigger gives the commands and action follows them simultaneously. That is why there is only one trigger but multiple actions, okay? Firstly, we're going to set up our trigger step, in which my trigger application, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select over here as Ninja Forms. Now, what is Ninja Forms? Ninja Forms is an amazing and a very popular WordPress form builder plugin, okay? Using its amazing and easy drag and drop features, you can create amazing and attractive, you can create very good and attractive looking forms for registrations, collecting the data, contact us form, and many other forms that you can add on your website as well, okay? So this is a very amazing form builder application. It's a plugin through WordPress that you will receive. You can definitely do this if you want to create very easy and good looking forms, okay? I have created a registration form through Ninja Form, okay? I want that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by any of the person, I want the trigger over here in this workflow should capture the response of that. That is of my trigger application. I've selected over here as Ninja Forms, and the trigger event is going to be new form submission. Now we need to connect our Ninja Forms to Pabbly Connect. For that, click on this connect button, and you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using this URL, it's a unique webhook URL. We're going to build the connection by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and open the form that I've created, okay? Now, this is the form that I've created using Ninja Form in the name of event registration. Under this, if you're going to open the edit page of the form, from the section, we'll go to emails and actions right over here, and now we are going to add a new action. For that, click on this add new action button right here. For the filter under which you will find webhooks, you have to select this option. Now it is asking for the URL, for which paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. For the method, select the method over here as post, as we are posting a response on this URL. And now we have to set up the keys right over here. For that, click on this add new button. Firstly, we have to name our key. First of all, I want to send the first name towards this URL. So right over here, I'm going to write it as first name. Then I'm going to click over here. You can see this is the first name. I'm going to select it. Now I will add a new field. In the similar manner, I want to send the last name. So I'm going to select the last name from here. Now in this manner, I'm going to add in all the fields that I have right over here. So you can see right away, I've selected all the fields, first name, last name, email, phone number, company name, and number of people attending. These are the fields that I've created, and simply I'm going to click on this tick button right over here. As you can see, the webhook URL is now been added. Now we're going to publish this form to save all the changes that we have created to add the webhook URL, okay? And as we have done that, automatically the webhook URL is added to this form right over here, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my workflow. It says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether this form that I've created through Ninja Form for the event registration is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, I'm going to do a test form submission. So this is the form link you can see right over here. I'm going to open this link over here on a new tab. And this is the event registration form. And now let us do the registration, okay? It is asking for the first name. For the first name over here, I'm going to write it as best, okay? For the last name over here, I'm going to write it as user. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as bestuser33@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number over here, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right over here. Next, it is asking for the company name. For the company name over here, I'm going to write it as test name. Okay, for the number of people attending, I'm going to select over here option 3 and click on this register button. As soon as I'm going to do that, automatically the event registration has now been done successfully, and I'm going to go back to my workflow that I've created and scroll down, and you can see the response has also been captured over here in my trigger. Phone number, this is the phone number of people attending was 3, name is best user, email is bestuser33@pabblytunes.com, and company name is test name. Okay, so as now the form submission response has been captured over here in my trigger, this is how you connect Ninja Forms to Pabbly Connect. As now a trigger setup has been done, what I want to do is, to the person who have done the registration, I want to send them a WhatsApp notification in this manner right over here. You can see this is the message that I want to first send towards my customer. For that, I'm going to set up my action step right here, and for my action application, I'm going to select over here as what? WhatsApp Cloud API. Why am I selecting my action application as WhatsApp Cloud API? Because using this, I will be sending WhatsApp messages towards my customer as a message and towards me as a notification. Okay, so now over here I have created a template using WhatsApp Cloud API to send a message towards this person who have done the registration. Okay, and using this template, I will be sending WhatsApp messages. So if I'm going to open the edit page of this template right over here, you can see I've added a variable over here in this template. You can see in front of this one and in the end of this one, I've added the opening and closing curly brackets, 2 curly brackets. Okay, because in place of this variable, I want to enter the name of the person who have registered to send a personalized message. Okay, and this will be the entire body of this message. Okay, so now over here for the action event, I'm going to select as send template message new. Okay, and then click on this connect button. Then this window of this connection is going to appear in front of you, on which click on this add new connection button. Now it is asking for the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. Now from where are we going to find all these details? To have all the details, what you need to do is you have to create your own WhatsApp Cloud API setup. In this amazing setup, you will find the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. Okay, now you might think how you can create this setup for your business as well. For creating the setup, simply go back to the workflow and click on this hyperlink learn more right over here. Then you will be landed towards the Pabbly forum page, where you will find all the steps and video tutorials of how you can create this setup. With this first tutorial, we'll learn step-by-step complete setup of this WhatsApp Cloud API, and the second tutorial is if you want to generate a permanent token in place of the temporary token, you can follow this other tutorial to create your own permanent token for your WhatsApp Cloud API account. Okay, so these are the 2 tutorials that you need to watch in order to set up your API setup. Okay, now over here I've already created the setup, so I'm going to simply copy these details from here and paste over here in this field. After pasting, simply I'm going to click on this save button. Okay, and the connection is successfully created. Firstly, over here it is asking for the receiver's phone number to whom we want to send a WhatsApp message to. As I want to send this WhatsApp message to the person who have done the form submission through Ninja Form, I will be mapping the data right over here. Now what is this mapping? Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you, and this is the response of the person who have done the registration, and we have received their phone number right over here. So to this phone number, I'm going to send a WhatsApp message. So I'm going to select the data of the phone number from my previous response. Now as I selected this data from my previous response, this data right over here has been mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. For this template, I have created a template over here in the name of what? Send message. So what I'm going to do is, for the template over here, I'm going to select it as send message. Then it is asking for the language code. This template is created in the language English. So for the English, the language code is EN. So I'm going to select over here as EN. For the selected template name, I'm going to refresh this field right over here and select this template name. Okay. For the header, my template doesn't have any header, so I'm going to select the option as no, and as the header is no, the type is For the type, you need to toggle this button on and erase the existing data from here if you want to remove this. Okay. Next over here, it is asking for all these details which we do not want. So I'm going to skip the part. Do my template has a body? Yes, it does. So I'm going to select over here option as yes. And as I've already told you, I've created a variable over here in this template for the name. To enter the value of the variable, you will find the fields in this manner. Variable 1 name. So I'm going to map the data of the name right here. First name space the last name. Okay. Next, it is asking template has button. No, it doesn't. So I'm going to skip the part. Template type also has no. And simply you have to click on the save and send test request button next. But over here, I'm going to tell you one thing. If I'm going to scroll up, in this receiver's phone number, I've added this mobile number, mapped this mobile number, but this mobile number is an invalid mobile number. It's actually a dummy number. So I cannot send a WhatsApp message towards this dummy number. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to erase this dummy number from here. And in place of this dummy number, I will add my WhatsApp number. Why? Because I will be testing whether I will receive the notification by adding the number or not. And how will the notification be? Okay, we're going to see how the notification is and is it sending the notification or not. Okay, so I'm going to add my mobile number right over here. After adding, simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. Now I've received a response. This is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to check whether I have received a new notification on my WhatsApp number as I added my mobile number or not. For that I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And you can see right over here, I've received this notification. Hello, best user. Thank you for registering the Annual Business Growth Summit 2025. It's on 28th of August 2025, the venue and the time. Okay. And you can see this is the same template message that I've created using WhatsApp Cloud API right over here. I've received this as a message on my WhatsApp. That means over here, our first send message setup is now been done. So I'm going to rename this workflow from here. I will rename over here it as send message. Okay, I'm going to save this. Now after sending a message, I want to get a notification. I want to receive a notification. For that, I'm going to add an action step from here. An action application over here is going to be WhatsApp Cloud API. Action event over here is going to be send template message and click on this connect button. Now for this, I have created another template over here. I'm going to go back. So this is another template that I've created in which I've added 5 variables. First variable is name, second is email, next is phone number, company name and the number of people. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our action step. For the connection, I'm going to select the existing one and click on the save button right here. Now it is asking for the receiver's phone number. For the receiver's phone number, I'm going to enter my mobile number as I want to get this notification on my WhatsApp. So I'm going to do that. Next, it is asking for me to select the template ID. I've created a template in the name of receive message. So I'm going to select over here the template as receive message. For the language code, I'm going to select over here as EN as my language code as I've created this template in the language English. Now where it is asking for the template name, which is receive message again. I have no header, so I'm going to select over here as no. Erase this data from here. Okay. I have a body, so I'm going to select the option as yes. My first variable is for the name, so I'm going to map the data of this name first. Okay. Next, it is asking for the email address. I'm going to map the data of the email address. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number. For the company name, I'm going to map the data of the company name that I've received. And lastly, for the number of people attending, I'm going to map the data right over here. Okay, this is the answer. I have no button, so I'm going to select over here as no, and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I have received a response, which is a positive response, and you can see on my WhatsApp, I have received a notification over here as well. Event registration received, the event date and time name you can see right over here. These are the details of the person who have done the form submission. You can see right over here through Ninja form. Okay. So in this manner, a WhatsApp message is going to be forwarded towards my customer, as well as I'm going to receive a notification on my WhatsApp like this as well. Okay. So as I received the notification, that means this setup has also been done. I'm going to rename this step over here and name it over here as get message. Okay. I'm going to update it. So as I've done that, as I've forwarded the message as well as received the notification, this means this amazing setup between Ninja Form and WhatsApp is now been successfully done. And this was it for this entire video. Okay. Now, if you find any questions related to the workflow that I've created, you can ask us all the questions in the comment section below and we will answer to all your questions as soon as possible. If you like this workflow and you want to try it out in your business as well, you can find the link of this workflow, the shared link in the description box below, and you can use this workflow as well. Okay, so this was it for this entire video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.